Welcome back to my channel, and today we will solve an easy question, which is the find subsequence of length k with the largest sum. So this is an easy question. However, the technique in here is to iterate and we need to find the subsequence to satisfy the given constraint. So this one is very similar to yesterday, like hard questions about the longest subsequent repeated k times. I mean, the technique in here, like we need to ensure that somehow like um, the time complexity should be on. Yeah, so that's why we need some technique in here to iterate over the given array or the string. So today we will together to learn this technique together, and then I will show you how to do that. So firstly, like we can see that with the given problems, and then we need to find the k largest sum, the num of I mean we need to find the subsequence of nums. It will be k elements, and it has the largest sum. And so in here, like you can see that in the first example we have 0 1 3 3. So of course the largest sum, I mean we need to find subsequence of the nums, and then that would be 6, right? That is 3 plus 3, that would be 6. Okay, so in here, like we can see that we have -1, -2, 3, 4. So it means that in here, like the smallest number is -2, and in here we need to find 3 elements. So we just need to return the -1, 3, and 4. And the subsequent has the value of 6. And here, like we also need to have 2 in here. So of course we have several possible answers. For example, like 3 4 or 4 3, it is valid. But in here, like if we can look in here, that like we can easily find we can, for example, if we sort the nums, for example, if we sort in reverse order, for example, and then we will have 3 3 2 1. So here, like we can sort it using the heap, or we just, I mean we can use the max heap in here to return the value in here to value. But the problem in here is that, like we need, for example, like we need to return it in order. So the problem in here is just like how can we find the order of the answer. Yeah, so I think that is just the problem we need to solve. And so firstly we can see that, like if we, of course, when we sort the nums, and then we always can get the k largest element, and of course that k largest element will constitute the largest sum as well. So here, like this is the k largest element, in this case like k equal to 2, and then we will select 2 first elements in the sorted num. In here, like I sort with the reverse order, and then so in here, like we will have the sorted num. And so the idea in here to traverse to the nums in here is that, like we will have the 2 1 3 3. It means in here, like we can see that the largest value can be repeated, it doesn't matter. So here, like okay, so for now, like we need something to check. For example, like we have 3 3, right? Okay, so we visit the first element, and this is not 3, right? Okay, we don't add anything. Let's say that we will have the return array here, and then secondly we will check this one. Okay, so this one is what? This one is also not the largest value, so we will ignore that. And so here, like we will visit this one. Okay, so we need to check. Okay, it is the largest value. However, in here we can see that we have 2 values of 3. So it means that somehow, like we need a way to verify that how many elements we have. So just merely return the largest k largest element in here is not enough. And then so that's why we may come up with the hash map. For example, like we will count the frequency of the 3, for example, and then so in here whenever we encounter 3, and then we will reduce the count of 3 to 1, or frequency of 3 to 1. Okay, we visit 3, right? Now we update 3 to 1. Okay, next we visit this one, and then we can see that for now the frequency of 3 is 0. So here it means that we can get all the largest element. So in here, every time we can see that one element in the hash map, and then we will add it into the return array. So here, like, we add another element. Okay, so in this case we can see that we can preserve the order of the elements in the num as well. Yeah, so sometimes, like, yeah, we can see that, like, the order is sensitive, so we need to preserve the order. So in here as well, so let's go, we check with the second example. We have -1, -2, 3, right, and 4. And so we can see that when we short this one, and then we will have the 4, 3, -2, and -1. Sorry, -1 and -2. Okay, we have this one. And so for now, we will construct a hash map. We will have 4, that is 1, 3, that is 1, and -1, that's 1. Okay, we have the hash map here. Okay, so here for now, like, we visit the first element, and then the first element in the hash map, right? Okay, we will update the hash map by reduce this one will be 4, 1, 3, 1, and -1, 0. Okay, so we will add this element into the return array. That is the 1, right? Okay, the second element, it is not in the hash map, so we will put it, we will don't add it into the return array. So here, next element is in the hash map. We update this one to 0, right? Okay, so we added this one to the hash map. Sorry, we need to preserve the order. Okay, so we will this the last one. We do the similar thing. We will have -1, 3, and 4. Okay, so here, like, we need to update this one as well. Okay, so let's jump back into our problem. Not this one. Okay, so let's do some coding together. So we can see that, like, yeah, in here, like, you are freely to choose the heap or the short, that is the n log n, in terms of the time complexity. So in here I will choose the short. Okay, so here, like, we short the nums first, and then we will choose the k largest. It better, yeah, in here, like, I will choose the reverse as example. Of course, this doesn't matter. We just need to, if you do, like, if you do not use the reverse, you just need to get the, maybe that is the last k elements, for example in this case. And then so we will have the of what -k. Okay, get the k largest element. So here, like, we will define the return array, and then we can we will iterate through the num, and if the num is in the hash map, we have not defined the hash map yet. So for now, I will get the hash map by using the frequency. Here, like, yeah, this one will help us to return the frequency faster. We check that if the number is 0, because, like, if the number is 0, and then we will not add it into the return array, because, like, yeah, so for example, okay, we have 3 value of 3. However, if we just we only require to have the k equal to 2, so we need to get the first 2-3 elements. Yeah, so that is the reason. And then we need to reduce the frequency of this one to 1, and finally we return the return array. Okay, cool. Okay, so in here, like, we can see that we can beat 100% of the programmers. So I think this is quite optimal, I guess. Maybe we have another approach. Yeah, so you can see that in here, like, with these kind of the problems, that is like very interesting, and maybe you can sometime, like, if we learn about these techniques, and then somehow we can upgrade into the more difficult questions. For example, like repeated k times, for example. Yeah, so here, like, if you like to get more techniques to solve the hard questions, so I can make another videos for this. If you think that this video is useful for you, please give me a like and comments what you are thinking about my channel, and I hope that I can provide more useful videos in the future. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video. See you next time.